Hello, can y'all hear me okay? So, Carol the Bachelor's not on until 9 p.m. tonight. Oh, so you get to be a part of the live. Simply Debbie Sue's here. So, hello, Carol. Hi, Just Krista. You're on Sally's like live in the mornings, right? Is that? And you left me a comment on my channel. I think I commented back. I haven't had time to go check out your channel, but I will. I've been in withdrawal from YouTube. Just been so busy. Um, so, and Carol said, "Hi, honey." So, okay. So I know you from Karen's. Okay. I didn't know where but I had seen your name before. Okay. Whole Food Matters. Here's Carol from Canada. She says, I think I might be going through a transition, finding a new job, hopefully. So, um, Rebounding with Cheryl says, blessings, Rhonda and chat. Hi, Cheryl. Good to have you here. So, that would definitely be a transition. How long has it been? Not quite 2 years since you left your job. Miss Paula, hi. So that's a pretty big transition. Just Krista said, Carol, hope you find the job you're looking for. End of 2023, you left your job. Yep, I remember. Um, so everybody's saying hello to each other. So we're glad you're here tonight. I just thought this would be a good topic because I'm going through a huge transition. Um, as of today, I no longer own a hair salon and I am not doing hair. I had to pack up two lockers. I've been in the space where I'm at for 42 years. So, 42 years of stuff. I cleaned out a lot of stuff. I gave a lot of stuff away. And it was, there were times, there were little pangs, but I knew I was ready for this transition. Just was ready. And I think that that's a key thing. Sometimes we're thrown into transitions that we didn't decide and we aren't ready for, but we're still in the transition. And that has certainly happened a lot in my life. And I know that it happens a lot in other people's lives. So, everybody's saying hello. Um, Cheryl said, my pastor just taught on transitions. How's that? Could be a God deal. But I think that there's, they say there's only two things sure in life, and that's death and taxes. Well, I don't agree. I think there's three things: death, taxes, and change. Just stick around, it's going to change. So, okay, Miss Carol told Paula there's no E in her name. That's French. Wink, wink. Change is constant. It is. It is. I know that it just stick around. It's going to change. Something's going to change. You know, and when things change, whether they're by our decisions or life happens. Uh, we have to go through a transition. And, I work with a lot of people that are wanting to do a transition, and learning how to not react to things, and you know just this last week is one that had a major life change, and she says, I'm trying not to react. And I said, you're supposed to react. I mean, that you're supposed to have these feelings, and when a big transition happens, I mean, one that you didn't choose, that maybe affects your safety or your livelihood or other things, then yeah, it's like you're supposed to have those feelings, and and fear does happen, and it's what we do with that. you know um I told her to feed her faith with the promises of God, that you can't fight fear, you have to feed the faith. And that's, it's I'm always, in my past, I used to try to fight stuff. And so I've learned to not fight the old, but to focus on the new behavior. Um, Paula asked, saw it. Let's see. Change is constant. Carol asked Cheryl, what did your pastor say about transitions? And Krista said, she's still affected by my transitions on a daily. Carol said, I used to fight stupid shit like summer changing to fall. Like I could fight that. Isn't that the truth? Around here, they say if you don't like the weather, just hang out 24 hours. It's going to be different. And that's so true. We had some cooler weather over the weekend, and it was 90 degrees today. So, you can't control the weather, and it doesn't change anything by complaining about it. So, it got pretty warm, but it's still very nice in the mornings, which I've really enjoyed. But, I think that transitions are a natural thing because, that's what happens with the seasons. Spring transitions into summer, summer transitions into fall, and then fall turns into winter. And, it's just the natural law of the universe that we have seasons. Everything is shifting and moving and changing. Carol says she feels so much better by embracing the change. And that's what we need to do, is to embrace it, accept it. Now, that I'm not saying that's easy. Sometimes there's a process that you have to go through. Um, okay, let's see. Just Krista, not sure where you live, but it was 3 degrees Celsius or 35 degrees Fahrenheit this morning, and that is cold. I live in Texas, north central Texas. So you must live up north. You live in Canada? Oh, yes, retirement was a huge transition. You were right. Hello, Evie. So, New Brunswick, Canada. Yes. So, Carol's from Canada. Whole Food Matters is from Canada. How are you doing, Evie? I feel like I'm out of the loop. I haven't. Um, I watched a little bit of YouTube. I was gone all weekend. Then I got home, and Monday I was over at the salon most of the day. And yesterday was the same. I didn't get home till 4 o'clock from over there. And, just so. Carol's telling Krista, no way. New Brunswick is that cold right now. It's pretty cold. That's almost freezing. That's good, Evie. I did see your video where you and your dad went to the park with the two dogs and the bird. All of you loaded up, went to the park. That was pretty good. And I watched Debbie Sue's. And I can't remember Miss Paula. I clicked on her live and it had the thumbnail look like she was washing dishes, and she's in a boat going 90 to nothing in a boat with the water. And I'm like, what in the world's going on with this thing? And then she had to get off. So I didn't get much of that, but I thought that was pretty funny. Oh, Evie said she's been busy, but working on your other channel. You still have to watch Debbie Sue. Yes. Just Krista said, daytime temps have been okay. Where are you located at Whole Food Matters? Evie said hi to Paula. Oh, Miss G's in the house. Heartily Happy is here. She says hello. And so Carol's telling Krista where she lives. Okay, rebounding with Cheryl. Pastor said 10 things, but one I'll share here. When transitions come from God, they always require letting go of something familiar. That is the truth. That is so the truth, Cheryl. And that's kind of what I feel like. I had my salon for 47 years, and I've done hair in some form or matter, even when I had a full-time job at doing counseling at the treatment center. I still would do hair here and there. And I'm not doing hair anymore. I'm done. Well, I mean, I might cut my husband's hair. So that is a good one. Mm-hmm. Okay, Paula said that dang dishwashing thing is stuck on my lives. Got to work on that. Yeah, that you were in the boat. Oh, Whole Food Matters. Miss Carol said hairdressers do hair on the side all the time, eh? You still do hair. I know you cut your husband's hair. Heartily Happy. Mrs. G, she said, I cut my husband's hair. Yep. I cut my own hair. So, and so does Carol. I think that's a thing with hairdressers. We cut on our own hair. I don't know what that's about. So speaking of hair, and since this is about a transition, what is the most favorite hairstyle or haircut you ever had? Carol said, can't trust anyone else. I know. I quit. I started cutting my own hair because every time I went, they cut my sides off. And I just got perturbed. And when I lived in Saudi Arabia, I had to cut my own hair because there wasn't nobody else to do it. And there's my puppy dog. Can y'all see her? There she is. See her? She doesn't have a boyfriend, Paula. Rambo might be a good one for her. Jerry curl. Can't trust any. Oh, that's what Carol said. Hi, Dinah. Oh, Carol? Who's Dinah? Oh, my dog, Dinah. Yes, ma'am, that's my dog, Dinah. Evie, I don't have a favorite hairstyle. You didn't ever have a favorite hairstyle? My dog. I know it took me a minute. I thought, I don't see anybody's name. Dinah? That's my dog over there. Did y'all see her? She's over there in her bed in my office. And the other one's over here. I have a chihuahua over there. So I do know about a Jerry curl. Now, I don't know that I ever did one, Mrs. G, but I do know about them. So, see, wouldn't she be a cute little match for Rambo? They're about the same size. I'm not saying that, Carol. Oh, Simply Debbie Sue says, my hair has only been cut a few inches at a time, but I did have the feathered wings in the 80s, and I loved those. LOL. You know, that was a big thing. I remember going to a hair show in Memphis, Tennessee. I lived in Little Rock, Arkansas, and we went, and Paul Mitchell was there. Now, I'm talking 73, maybe 1973. And he did the little flip bang, the flip bang, and where it just kind of flipped. And we laughed all the way home. That's the last time I've laughed about something I saw at a hair show because, man, that was a big thing. It went from that to the feathers, Farrah Fawcett and all of that. All right. What did Paula say? I saw something. Oh, she's talking about my dog. Just Krista said, Rambo and Dinah neighbors. LOL. Miss Paula said, my Rambo needs a friend. She would like him. I guarantee you. She plays with my Chihuahua. His name's Scooter. And she just runs on him and he just rolls him and he just goes rolling. And then he gets up and snapping at her chin and they're funny together. So, okay, let's see. Paul Mitchell. Yeah, Paul Mitchell was famous. And I remember he came out on the stage and he had on a trench coat that was made out of human hair, all different colors, lengths. They had sewn them together and it was human hair. I was like, ooh, that's kind of creepy. Oh, just Krista. Then after that, it was getting a perm. Oh, yeah, the perms came back in and all that. Curly, big hair. And I call that, they do their bangs sticking up. I call those tumbleweed bangs. Man, he was famous. Yep. Miss Paula said, Eve. Carol says she loves big hair. I can make my hair big. I mean, it's natural wavy, and I can get it big. Just Krista, everyone from Texas has big hair back in those days. Oh, whole food matters. Carol said we call those bitch bangs. So I just tumbleweeds. I'm from Texas. Y'all know what a tumbleweed looks like? That's what they look like. Wow, like a tumbleweed stuck on the front of their head. I never did do that with my bangs. I did wear a perm. I don't know why. My hair is curly. I just didn't know to put the right products in it. Evie said she did like a piggyback perm or spiral when your hair was long. Yes, I'm glad you did. Those are a pain in the rear to do. So, a piggyback perm. Ugh, it's a lot of work doing one of those. Carol said takes forever, and usually it's on really long hair. So it's really long, and then you got the man. So I gave all my perm rods to the girl, one of the other girls. She asked me, "Do you have some perm rods?" Whole laundry basket full of them suckers. I mean, it was like I gave them to her. I gave her a whole box full of brushes and combs and some. I gave her 30 volume, 40 volume, some 20 volume peroxide. Our hair looked like a wedge. Yeah, it did. Just Krista, I'm pretty content nowadays to cut it as short as possible and haven't dyed my hair since COVID. Trying to get an appointment back then was a nightmare. It sure was. My salon was closed for 2 months, just flat closed down. So Evie said, my best friend had her own salon, so we had fun. We played poker with popcorn kernels. Then we were broke after high school. We had fun doing anything together. Does sound fun. Oh, so yeah. Um, we were talking the my nail tech that I had that was in there worked there 32 years. She'd been there 32 years. And we did a little trip yesterday down memory lane about some of the shenanigans and the people and man, there've been so many people that have come through there, and my salon stayed pretty full until COVID. I lost 3 stylists during COVID and only replaced one of them, I think, maybe two of them. But let's see. Evie said, "Me too, Krista. My hair is short and easy. It's so thin. My hair. I just get tired of it being stringy." Just Krista asked me, "How long did you live in Saudi Arabia, Rhonda?" I went over there in 1990 and was there for 1 year and came back. My husband took a job over there, my first husband, and we lived over there for a year. I did. He went back and was there um, about 3 more months and then came home. Carol said, "Oh, Angelo had a wisdom tooth removed today." That's her husband. They gave him laughing gas. He said it felt like he had 3 glasses of wine, which I don't think he's ever had. LOL. I bet he was funny. Did it loosen him up just a little bit, Miss Carol? Her husband is a plethora of information. Very interesting to talk to. But Carol and I are all like, man, he's over there just being calm and quiet. Um, Miss G said she's been doing hair forever, seems like, and don't even have any girls. Did you do hair? You've done other people's hair, but you're not talking about cosmetology, working in the salon hair. Oh, there's a lot of people. I mean, uh, Carol said, "Me too, Evie. I have fine hair." Oh, Mrs. G, my trip was phenomenal. Um, they picked me up, and what did we do the first day? I can't even remember anymore. Um, oh, they took me down in this old part of town, and we ate lunch. And then we walked around and we went in this ice cream place. Oh my goodness. And I had uh, my favorite ice cream. And since I hadn't been eating any sugar, it was like, it was so good. So, other people's hair, Mrs. G. So, Carol said, I hoped he would be silly. All he said was that he thought about us having sex when he was feeling all calm. All right, Carol, put down the wine. Oh, Carol has a lot of hair. It's just real fine and kind of limpish. I don't know how you would describe it, but she has a lot of hair, really, quite a bit. Um, Okay. Rebounding with Cheryl. It took me over 2 years to completely go gray. Is it okay to still wear bangs? It sure is. They cover your wrinkles. It sure is okay to wear bangs. I don't because my husband and I rode motorcycles. I haven't been on it in a year because I'm not riding anymore. And it's easier to deal with your hair if you don't have bangs on that motorcycle. So, um, okay. Evie said, Carol, have you ever thought about a wig? I ordered some cheap ones and sent them back. Oh, I was ready to shave it and change my hair every day. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't stand to wear a wig. Mm. I didn't backcomb my hair either. Back when I went to cosmetology school, it was summer of 1971, and we backcombed the crap out of hair. But I could not stand that. I never wore my hair backcombed, and my granny had a salon, so every time she went to a hair show, I got whatever new haircut. I had the bubble and the pixie and all of those old hairstyles that some people don't even know. So, okay, I did have a good trip, Mrs. G. And then on Friday, I chilled out and she picked me up at noon and took me to the park and we rode paddle boats. So if you watch my last video I posted yesterday, at the end I put in the paddle boat ride. I hadn't been on a paddle boat since I was a kid. Oh, Carol said she hadn't had any wine yet. She said her hair is flat. Rebounding with Cheryl. Awesome. Thank you. Bang, bang, said Mrs. G. Carol said, yes, wear bangs. No bangs on some people like me can look harsh. Heartily happy said, you ride bikes? Nice. Yes. My husband and I, we were in a motorcycle club. And we rode. So he got out of that a couple of years ago. And then I've gotten to where I don't know, too many people have been hurt on bikes and I just don't think I would recover. So, oh, um, just Krista, you all have a great night. Just wanted to drop in and say hello. You have a good evening. Blessed rest of your week, Miss Krista. So everybody's saying bye to Krista. Oh, Carol said that was a good video yesterday, Rhonda. I liked the paddle boat scenery. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. The weather it was like 70 something degrees. It was beautiful. Evie said she used to love the poker runs on bikes. Yeah, we've done poker runs. We've done scavenger hunt stuff. We've done, I don't know. Mrs. G said, I'm learning a lot about you, biker girl. Who would have thought? Mm-hmm. I am a biker girl. I have all the leathers and stuff to prove it, and the Harley boots. So, and we still have a nice Harley. I just haven't been on it I hadn't been on it this year. Paula said that, I think you told me that, Paula. Paula said, we rode Harleys for years. Yeah. Yeah. And it was fun and you got the receipts. I do. Yeah. I earned my card. We call it the card. So anyway, any more people going through transitions? Maybe you're transitioning your hair. But yeah, this is a big transition for me. I needed, uh, I kind of needed to free up some time. And I know that in the grand scheme of God's world, you got to let go of the old so that he can bring you the new. And that's kind of the way I felt with this. I knew that it was in transitioning out. And 2 weeks ago, I had a stylist tell me that she was moving to a different salon. And I thought, okay, that's it. I'm going to sell the salon. If I don't sell it, I'm going to close it. And I made that decision. Posted on Facebook. 2 weeks later, I sold it. So, and I mean, sold it Monday. She took it over today. She already has all the utilities changed and everything. It's like, and she's going to be working there next week. Freedom. Yes, ma'am. So you go, biker chick. Oh, we have to make room for God to say, finally. Isn't that right, Carol? He's waiting for us to listen to him. Yeah, and I think that like I said in my video, there's a preparation of just, when I retired and I thought about, doing something with all of that over there, I wasn't ready. And then when, I really wanted to sell the building, and then that happened. And I really didn't know what to do with the salon. And, I've been taught when in doubt, don't. And so it had just managed to carry itself, and I wasn't having to put money in it. But with the one stylist moving, I was going to have to do that. And I decided I wasn't going to do that anymore, So you're transitioning to 61 soon, Paula? It's the first step toward the big 70. 63. Y'all are spring chickens. I'm going to be 72 in a few months. So I'll be a woman of a certain age plus 22. Mrs. Paula's got, what are those? Oh, it's a little horn with confetti. Oh, y'all didn't get to do that because you know what? I made it back to the hotel in time, and I'm on there, and I thought, oh, I get to watch this because it was like about 7:35, and it had been canceled. I was a little bummed out. Anyway, so when are y'all going to do it, Mrs. G? Says, after watching Rhonda go through the live, don't be nervous. Sorry, Rhonda. Well, 7. Tonight? No, when? Tomorrow night? When are you doing it, Mrs. G? She is doing a live with Kathleen. No. Is it Kathleen? What'd you say? Catherine. What is... No, Kathleen. Kathleen. So what do you need preparation with, Mrs. G? Thursday at 7. Kathleen. So tell us. We'll prepare you for it. What do you need preparation for? Girl, you just pray yourself up and hop on there. That's how you do it. All right, y'all are being quiet. Yeah, my first live, I got on here. Camera didn't work, and the audio didn't work. So the chat did. So we had a little bit of a live chat, and then the rest of the night I worked on trying to figure out why it didn't work. You don't know how to be a guest. Oh, Carol said she thinks it's wine time. Rebounding with Cheryl said, I'll share one and then I've got to get to bed. God often uses discomfort to force you into transition. That's a good one too, Cheryl. Isn't that the truth? Debbie Sue said, told Mrs. G. You'll be a star like usual, Mrs. G. Isn't that the truth? Just be yourself. She'll ask you questions and you just talk. You'll be great. Thank you for your input, Cheryl. I really like those two comments. Um, Mrs. G said, how to be a guest. I'm used to asking the questions and hope it stays fun and upbeat. Well, let me tell you, Gina, you're going to make anything fun and upbeat, whether you're answering the questions or asking the questions. That's just who you are. Yeah, y'all pray for me. We will. We will pray for you. Kathleen's place. Evie said, she's so easygoing. She is. Carol said, we shall. You'll be just fine, Miss G. Rebounding with Cheryl said, I've done over 200 exercise videos on my channel, but never gone live. I'm nervous. Oh, I was so nervous that night. And then when it all was messed up, the next one, it was like, oh, well, I went live with Sally on Sally D's reality. She said she would help me. So we figured it out and then did the live together. And it really helped, because she'd been doing live. So I was kind of shell shocked and she just talked. And so if you need any help with that, now, as far as the exercise, I'm going to have to check out your channel. So it is fun. It's very fun, Cheryl. And, you could and even though your channel's about exercise, you could talk about exercise. And, my channel's, personal development and being yourself and a lot of that sort of stuff. But these lives are more about wherever it leads. It's kind of just, I kind of pick something that's kind of in that genre of personal, like transitions. And then we talk about, and it goes wherever. Carol said she's never done a live either. You would like it, Carol. Maybe we need to do one together. That might be a disaster. You put us together and we're quite the mix. Oh, Cheryl said, I like to laugh at myself. It's good medicine. Me too, Cheryl. Man, and I like to laugh anyway. Abby said, if you can get on with enough people, a live is more fun than doing a video. It really is. And then you don't have to, edit anything or do anything to it. It just posts itself, That's right, Abby. Every subject you've picked gets changed by the chat, so you don't even need a topic. Just put "come chat." Yeah, that's the thing. Is it takes on a life all its own. Carol from Whole Food Matter says, "Sounds good to me. Could be a show of laughter." Yeah, that one. I don't know. There's that one that I did that was funny. I mean, and I ran into a friend and she said, I watched your live from last week and you were reading the poem about panties. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, Mrs. G, Rhonda, you just keep surprising me. You're amazing. I love the sassy you. Well, this is I guess there's many sides to me and they're all together. And I tell you, sometimes the people I work with one-on-one don't know what they got into because this is my personality, and I do a lot of, but my channel I share, and it's not necessarily serious, but where I really do well is interacting with other people. I spoke Friday night, and it was, I don't know, just why? And I get on here when I first started making videos, and it was like, I don't know what to do. But I have relaxed, and I haven't got more of myself. But these lives are like, I mean, I could do them all the time. It's just like they're so much fun. Oh, Evie said, my worst live I titled, Let's Talk About Our Pets. The first 3 or 4 people had no pets. That's a good one, Evie. That's, you know, what was it? The one that I picked, and nobody wanted to talk about it. So I finally gave up. I used to do group, and when I was getting my master's, I did my practicum in geriatrics, and I would go into the nursing home, and I had this group, and these ladies. I think the youngest one in there was like 88 to 94, and there was 5 or 6 of them. And I would go in with a topic or something, and I quit. I quit. They weren't, no, well, no telling what they were going to talk about, but they sure didn't talk about what I took in there for them to talk about. Oh, oh. I read a poem about panties last week, that friends are like panties, because Debbie Sue talked about the, what was it, Debbie Sue? Doctor panties, panties that you wear to the doctor, underwear probably, but I call them panties. So, all right. Carol said people can talk about pets like grandma's showing their grandchildren pics. Yes, they can. Oh, Paula said she tried Tom Cruise trivia on a live and it bombed. Debbie Sue. Oh, Debbie Sue, I was one of those people, Abby, LLL. Oh, rebounding with Cheryl said, LOL, no pets. That's funny. It is, isn't it? Abby said, right, Debbie Sue. But we got it turned around, didn't we? Yes, we did, Abby, said Debbie Sue. Carol said, granny panties. Isn't that true? Yep, yep, yep. Doctor underwear. So she told us that they're white and they cover everything really well. So, and that she did a YouTube about doctor underwear. So, Mrs. G said from Hardly Happy, I want to say your channels, uh, told Paula, I remember you talked about Tom Cruise. I wasn't there for that one, but I saw you in the boat. I just caught the last part of that one. I was like, I was just, what was it? What does Debbie Sue say? Shocked out of my gourd. I was just shocked. Paula's in a boat. What's she doing in a boat? Was Rambo with you? Paula said, Mrs. G, no one cares about Tom but me. Abby said, Paula was in a plane flying over her city once. Well, I missed that one too. Rebounding with Cheryl. I'm trying to leave so I can go to bed, but you ladies are hilarious. No, my lives turn into a free for all, a lot of laughing and carrying on, and I love it. No, Rambo didn't get to come. I bet he would have liked it. I don't know if Dinah would have liked that. She gets a little skittish about certain things, which is kind of strange because she's this. So, well, we're here. Where are you at, Cheryl? Rambo is a dog. You'll have to watch Mrs. Paula's channel. She did a whole video walking, and all it was the scenery in Rambo. Paula said, I was. Next time, maybe hot air balloon. I wish. Yeah, South Florida. So you're on Eastern time. So is Carol and Debbie Sue. Are you on Eastern time or are you on Central? You're on Eastern too. Paula's on Eastern. half pit, half something. Mine's a Wilshire Shempton Terrier. She looks like a pit, but I don't, she was a rescue, but you could have done a whole bunch of them with Benny. Oh, Eastern. Okay. Debbie Sue's Eastern. Oh, got to get up at 5:30. Me too, Cheryl, but I'm an hour earlier. I get up at 5:30, which is kind of crazy, but that's my set time and that's when I get up. I don't have to be anywhere or do anything till 10. And now that's just on Wednesdays and Thursdays right now. So Paula said, my dog is so emotionally needy. Is he the only dog you have? So Evie said, Paula, you said you're combining your channels. I left you a short story on your second channel. Please read it before you move the video. You really caught me in the moment. Paula said, Evie, I sure will. So is that on your Bible study channel, Paula? What are you going to do? Are you going to move those videos to your channel you have now and delete your channel? Only child dog. Well, my Chihuahua was 15 and Dinah's 2. So I don't know how much. He's still in pretty good health. So Evie said, yes, it is. Well, I don't even know how long we've been on here. If you delete them, you can, okay, Miss Paula. All right. On the video, if you'll you can put them in a playlist. So create a playlist called Bible Study. Then go to your other channel and there's little dots next to the video. And if you hit those dots, it'll say add. Okay. I don't know if you have to be in your current channel. Mrs. Paula Does Retirement. Then you go to that channel and you hit the thing and you put add to my playlist and you hit that. You got to be sure you're logged into the channel you want to move it to, and it will take that video and put it in that playlist on your channel. So anyway, you could try that, Paula, and see if that works. And if you want me to walk you through it, let me know. I think I have your phone number. So let me see. I sure do. I have your phone number. I could text you, and then if you need some help. Hi, Pam. Couldn't get here earlier, dinner time. Oh, I understand. So how are you doing, Pam? I don't know. Are you the Pam on my prayer list from Kentucky Life with Debbie's? So Evie said, hi, Pam. Carol from Whole Food Matters said, hi, Pam. Pam said, it's a beautiful day here, and I spent pretty well all day inside working and then teaching lessons. Oh, it was warm here today, 90 degrees. This morning was nice. I do counseling on Wednesdays in an office that has no windows. It's kind of painted a mustard yellow. It's not very exciting. And so I have to go outside. I'll take a break and go outside. Ugh. Carol said, Pam, I'm so going to check out your channel. She's so sweet and has this calm voice and um, just kind of vlog style. But Carol, go watch the one about where her and her husband, how they met and started dating. It is, I call them divine appointments. It is an absolute divine appointment. I loved that story. Okay, you're not the Pam on the prayer list, but you're so amazed at all the Pams. Hi to all. Oh, there's Sally. Miss Sally D's reality. The tribe's here. Evie said hi, Sally. Everybody's. No, it's not brown. It's baby ate squash, is what I would call it. You know? So, but it's, bleh. And I would have painted the walls, but they're real high, and I'm not climbing on a ladder to paint. So I didn't paint them. I wanted to paint them white. Do watch it, Carol. It is the cutest little story. They're so cute. Oh, yeah. And she's how long have you had your channel, Pam? What have you got? Right around 100 subscribers? Mine grew really, really slow. And so I really started working on it and trying to get it to grow in January. I had 95 subscribers, and I've been on YouTube for a year and a half and had 95 because I just, I was just making videos because my friends wanted to watch them. I started doing that on Facebook, and I switched over to YouTube, and I would post on Facebook, they'd go over on YouTube and watch my videos. And so in January, I decided that I was going to get Source and get monetized. And I have 767 subscribers, I think. I'm really working on the watch time hours. These lives really help your watch time hours. And so I was trying to get those up, and it's working. I'm gaining watch time hours about 1,000 a week, which I'm just like, what's going on here? So 769. Whoa, I got 2 more. You need a happy color on my walls. I do, Carol, in my office. It would it's a shotgun off. It's 7.5 foot wide by 23 foot long, and there's a door in the middle on both sides. So I have my sit-day counseling area down here, and my desk is here, and the stuff behind it. So Ms. G said, "That's awesome." Oh, I've passed Evie. Woo! Pam said, this is Pam's story for humans. I think I started it last year. I know I'm not doing all the right things. I wanted to talk about things that were too complex to write about. Just keep doing that because, I talked about things that, and I was thinking, oh, people are not interested in uh, these topics of how to be better or how to better yourself or how to, but they are. I just hadn't quite found, but I'm beginning to find the people that are interested in what I'm putting out there. So, oh, Carol just subscribed to Pam. Pam said, "Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Pam, you and your hubby are so cute. They are so cute. Young. They're youngins. Real youngins. I'm old enough to be their mother." So, anyway, but Evie said, it takes time and patience to make a go of YouTube. It sure does. And then it's like, um, what was, I heard somebody say, don't give up on YouTube before you hit the compounding effect, which is what I'm seeing now. It's compounding. It's like, you know, I go to bed and I've got 700, and I get up and I've got 730. And I go to, just like today, I turn around and I've got, 769, and then it'll go 2, 3 days, nobody, you know, but I noticed that, they have the thing on your analytics where it says how many um, views you've had in 48 hours. And every day I average about 500. So, um, Carol said she's watching the one on how you met. I don't know how y'all do that with two things going on at one time. It's like, woo, I can't do that. It's such a cute little video, and like I said, God brought them together. There's no doubt in my mind that was not a divine appointment. So, Pam's story for humans. There is a famine in the land for the word. What I mean is, so many people are starving for help, guidance, and wisdom. We need mentors. This is true, Pam. And so, I just kept um, I I stay really plugged in with prayer and stuff, and I let God give me the inspired ideas to do videos on, and that's what I do. And I mean, I will think, man, I don't have any content. I don't have any content, and then bam, I'll think, it's like, oh, my video that has the most views, without a shadow of a doubt, that was, a God inspired. The one that I did, that I posted yesterday, was the same way. I didn't even work on that or hardly plan that at all. I jotted down some stuff um, yesterday or the day before, I think, and then I just sat down yesterday and made it. Um, so Paul told Pam, so true. Carol from Whole Food Matters said, Pam, yes, I'm Carol. I've slacked off with my videos since my Benny died. She lost her pup. It's been a really hard one. So I'm sad and hard to get myself motivated. Mrs. G said, I need about 690 watch time hours to hit 4,000. All right, everybody. Everybody go over to Harley Happy's channel and y'all watch her videos. Let's get her some help. Let's get her to that point. Let's get her there. Mm. Do you have 1,000 subscribers, Mrs. G? Evie said, and we can't be up all the time, and someone will lift you up and get you centered again. Pam's story for humans. I so appreciate those women like yourself, Rhonda, who provide wisdom and insight. Thank you, Pam. Thank you. That's why I do it. I just really feel like that, like I said, that God leads me, and I don't chase. I did for a little bit. I got a little cray earlier this year, chasing and trying to make it viral and doing this and doing that. And I thought, this ain't working, and so I went back to what I was doing. So, okay, Ms. G said, yes, wisdom is needed. Whole Food Matters. Miss Carol said, okay, ladies, I'm checking out. Good night, Carol. I'll talk to you in the morning. Pam Stories for Humans says, bye, Carol, and I'm sorry for your loss. Paula said, bye to Carol. Golden Bachelor time. Thanks, Rhonda, for hosting these lives. You're welcome, Miss Carol. Love you lots, and I'll see you in the morning. Sally D's Reality So close, Gina. Yes, she is, Sally. So, oh, Mrs. G said, no. Sally D's rally. Bye, Carol. Carol said, thank you, Pam. I'll check out Heartily Happy. And then she said, now I have 2 new channels to watch, Heartily Happy and Pam. And Heartily Happy, Mrs. G said, yes, Sally, getting there. Evie said, have a good night. See you all soon. Oh, you like my bracelets, Miss Sally? Mm-hmm. I tell you, I got a lot of compliments on this one this weekend. I wore them this weekend. So, now this one my husband gave me. See, you're supposed to wear them in odd numbers, so I'll wear 3. That's a Saudi thing. So, all right. Has it been an hour? Oh my gosh, it has been an hour. No. Yes, it has. So, man, that where does the time go? It just flies when you're having fun. Isn't that right, Gina? Oh, Mrs. G said, yes, Sally, getting there. Evie said, have a good night. See y'all all soon. Sally told me she loved my bracelets. Evie said, like on the way out. Yep, y'all like it. If you liked it, I guess if you didn't, your thumbs down. But I don't know if you do or not, Miss Pam. Oh, I like to watch it because I analyze. I'm sitting there and I'm analyzing everybody, which makes it fun for me. And it's like, oh my goodness. So Carol said, good night, everybody, and waved bye. Mrs. G said, thank you, Carol. Pam for Humans said, okay, I need to look up Golden Bachelor. Sally D, you wore them this weekend, all weekend, Sally. I wore them. So, Mrs. G said, yes, you're right, Rhonda. Evie said, Sally sent me a bracelet too. Oh, don't you just love them? Oh, yes, Sally. Sally D's reality. Love you all. Sunshine Girls Core Tribe. Simply Debbie Sue said, love you, Sally. Sunshine Girls and the Core Tribe. Yeah. Everybody's kind of been in and out, Miss Sally, but I think everybody's been here this evening, and I'm glad you popped in. I was wondering where you were at, if you'd fallen asleep. So maybe you were just creeping. I do that sometimes. I want to just listen. So bye, Mrs. G. You have a good evening, and we'll pray for you. And on your live tomorrow with Kathleen in the bushes. Is that what you got? Oh, that's right. It's in the bushes. Pam's Story for Humans. Yes, the psychology is interesting in those shows. You just want to sit down and talk to them. Shake them sometimes, the way they're acting. So, all right, Miss Paula, you have a good night. I want to thank everyone for showing up here and for the support and the love that I feel doing these, and how much fun they are. And, laughter maketh the heart merry. And so y'all have a great rest of your week, and I will see y'all next Wednesday. And the most important thing, remember to be you on purpose.